In all of this, his family spokesman said he'd been in therapy since childhood, had a form of autism, and had blown off the medication that had been prescribed. They also said his notes and videos were full of anger, but didn't name any specific targets. And in the aftermath of the tragedy, many are searching for answers to this question. Could it have been prevented? And plenty are weighing in. But one opinion in particular is getting a lot of...
This isn't Newtown. And then Hollywood. I mean, this kid wasn't warped by watching Judd Apatow comedies. This boy, if you go on and see his video, this boy had never. I mean, he says he's on the Asperger's scale. Big surprise. This is a young man who was isolated by his mental challenges. He had never, not only not ever been with a woman and had sex with a woman, he'd never kissed a woman, he'd never touched a woman. He lived in this isolated, insulated world.
I think you're backing up her point, though, by what you just said.
No, I'm not backing up her point at all. This is a mental health issue.
Correct.
Just like all of these issues, 99 out of 100 are mental health issues. It's not guns in this case. It's not. It's
an image, though,
It's
Joe.
not Hollywood in this case. The boy said in this tape, which I know is a disturbing tape, Willie. I don't know how many people saw the tape, but the boy says in this tape, "I just want to be with somebody." And he was warped. A girl that didn't even know him when he was 10 years old. He was obsessing over her. It's like blaming Jodie Foster for the shooting of Ronald Reagan. We don't do that. We're going to say one other thing, too, and I'll just say it. I have, through the years, because I'm familiar with Asperger's, I have been to a lot of events and meetings involving this, and parent after parent after parent. And there's one parent who we both know, and we went to an event a couple of years ago, I won't say her name, who said the biggest challenge with her son, who at the time was 19 years old, was the fact that he looks around and he wants to be like every other boy. And he wants a girlfriend. She said, what does a 19-year-old boy want? Wants a girlfriend. Nothing else matters. And you have to deal with the 10 and 11-year-old boys that don't have people coming to their birthday parties. And you're sitting there as a parent, sad and lonely, and you have to go through one birthday after another with no friends around, which happens with a lot of kids on the spectrum. That sadness turns into despair when prom comes and 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and they've never, they've never held a girl's hand, they've never kissed a girl, they have no one showing them affection. This is a problem that is not hatched in Hollywood. Listen, I will totally agree with you in most cases. This case, the column was written out of ignorance of the mental health challenges that this boy faces. I mean, complete, total, absolute ignorance of what young males on the spectrum and young women on the spectrum go through.
You put your finger on one, and we don't know, what entailed this boy's life as he grew up. But the rejection factor in the lives of these kinds of children who become young adults plays an enormous role in how they react to situations when they are 19, 20, 21. Because if you start getting rejected in school and you have no friends when you're 8, 9, 10 years of age, it's up to the parents to really...
And I will say, too, it is up to the parents and the grandparents to help provide that support system.
Yeah.
You do not leave them. I can speak from experience, from friends that I know. You don't leave your children out there.
Millions